Even in this class we are going to see the properties of triangles. What are the criteria? What do you understand by the congruency of triangles? Congruent triangles. Congruent triangles. Two triangles are said to be congruent. Triangles ABC, PQR. What are the different aspects of a triangle? A triangle has three sides and three interior angles. So we can make six relations between triangle ABC and triangle PQR. That is, we can establish relation between sides, three sides and three angles in this manner. AB, side AB corresponds to PQ. Side BC corresponds to QR. Side AC corresponds to PR. We can make correspondences between AB and PQ, BC and QR, AC and PR. Also, with angle A corresponds to angle P, angle B corresponds to angle Q, angle C corresponds to angle R. That is, we can establish six relations between the two triangles, between three sides and three angles. If all the six correspondences are equal, that means if AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, AC equal to PR, and angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R. Such a correspondence is a congruence. That is, if all the three sides and three corresponding sides of the other, and three angles and three corresponding angles of the other, if they are equal, in that case we say that the triangles are congruous. That is, between these two triangles we can make six correspondences, relationships. We can establish six relationships between the sides and between the angles. AB corresponds, read this as corresponds. AB corresponds to PQ, AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to QR, AC corresponds to PR. If these correspondences are equal, that is, if AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, AC equal to PR, and angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle R. Such a correspondence is a congruence. Then we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. We write this as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. These are the correspondences and these correspondences are equal. Now suppose AB corresponds to, we are given the correspondences in this manner. AB corresponds to PQ, BC corresponds to PR, and AC corresponds to QR. Then BC corresponds to PR. Angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle B equal to AB corresponds to PQ. BC corresponds to PR. PR. These sides are equal. These two sides are equal. Then which correspondence is a congruence here? Here ABC corresponds to PRQ. ABC corresponds to PRQ. Angle A equal to angle P. Angle B equal to angle R. Angle A, B equal to angle R. Angle R. Angle C equal to angle Q. AB, PQ. AC is BC, PR. BC, PR. Angle B equal to angle R. And in this case, how do we say that triangles are congruent? Triangle ABC. If this correspondence is a congruence, AB equal to PR, BC equal to RQ, AC equal to PQ, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle Q. Then we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PRQ. PRQ, not a PQR. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR means when we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, this means AB corresponds to PQ implies AB equal to PQ. BC corresponds to QR gives BC equal to QR. AC corresponds to PR gives AC equal to PR. Angle A equal to angle P. Angle A corresponds to angle P gives angle A equal to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle Q gives angle B equal to angle Q. Angle C corresponds to angle R gives angle C equal to angle R. If these correspondences are equal, then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now suppose the given correspondences is this. ABC corresponds to PRQ. What is the meaning of ABC corresponds to PRQ? AB corresponds to PR. AB corresponds to PR. BC corresponds to RQ. AC corresponds to PQ. Angle A corresponds to angle P. Angle B corresponds to angle R. Angle C corresponds to angle Q. Then if these correspondences are equal, that is AB equal to PR, BC equal to RQ, AC equal to PQ, angle A equal to angle P, angle B equal to angle R, angle C equal to angle Q. Then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PRQ. Triangle PRQ. If this correspondence is a congruence, then we can say that triangle ABC, triangle ABC, triangle PRQ, PRQ. Angle B and angle R are equal, not angle Q. So we can write the congruency of two triangles we can describe in this manner, where all the 6 correspondences are equal. Such a correspondence is a congruency. And suppose we are given triangle ABC is congruent to triangle YXZ. How will you write the correspondences which are congruences? AB corresponds to YX gives AB equal to YX from this. So BC corresponds to XZ gives BC equal to XZ. AC corresponds to YZ gives AC equal to YZ. Angle A equal to angle Y. Angle B equal to angle X. Angle C equal to angle Z. This is what is meant by this. Here AB equal to YX, meaning corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Corresponding parts are equal. So AB and YX are corresponding sides of the congruent triangle. BC and XZ are corresponding sides of the congruent triangles. AC and YZ are corresponding sides of the congruent triangles. Angle A equal to angle Y. Corresponding angles are congruent triangle. Angle B equal to angle X. Angle C equal to angle Z. These are corresponding sides and these are corresponding angles. This together we can say that the corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. 3 equal sides and 3 equal angles. Corresponding angles and corresponding sides. We describe this as corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now what are the different criterion for the congruency of triangles? First one, axiom 7.1. Axiom. Since this is an axiom, no proof is required. That is, the minimum criterion for the congruency of triangles means to establish the congruency of two triangles, we require 6 different aspects. That is, correspondences between 3 sides and correspondences between 3 angles. It is very difficult to check all the 6 correspondences always to establish the relation congruence of 2 triangles. Instead, let us consider the minimum requirements. Minimum correspondences which are equal, then the triangles are congruent. So that is what is meant by the different criteria for the congruency. Let us take a minimum correspondences which make the correspondences which are equal, that make the triangle congruent. That is, the first condition is this, axiom 7.1. In two triangles, suppose these two sides are equal. These two sides are equal and these included angles are also equal. That is, side included angle side. If two sides and included angles, two sides and their included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and their included angle of another, then the triangle, we can see that the triangles are congruent. No proof is required for this result. So that is why it is called an axiom. We accept this result as such. Or we can prove this by drawing these two different figures and sides are two pairs of sides are equal and the included angles are equal. Then we can check whether the triangles are equal or congruent or not. We will get to that the triangle will be congruent. So this is the first condition. Instead of checking all the 6 aspects, only minimum requirements are 3 aspects. Here 3 aspects are two sides and their included angle. Comparing two sides and their included angle of one triangle are equal to two sides and the corresponding two sides and the included angle of another. Then the triangles are congruent. This is the first criteria. Second, two triangles. Two angles. Suppose these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. And the included sides are equal. Then also we can see that these two triangles are congruent. The proof is given there, but the proof is excluded from this portion, this type. Excluded. So we need not to go to the proof. Just understand the result. Two angles and the included side of one triangle. When we compare two angles and the included side of one triangle and two angles and the corresponding two angles and included angle side of another. If they are equal, then the triangles are congruent. This result is known as ASA theorem. ASA, angle side angle, angle side angle. In the first case, suppose we are given these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal. If these two angles are equal, see, can you say that these triangles are congruent by SAS rule? Are they congruent? No, because this is the included angle. This angle is not included angle. Included angle means the angle made by the given sides. These sides are given. Lengths of these sides are given. So this is the angle made by the known sides. Here the angle is different. So in this case the comparison is wrong, and we cannot say that in this case the triangles are congruent. So to become congruent by SAS, included angles should be combined. So here ASA. If two angles, can we say this as AS? If two angles are equal, third angle will also be equal. If two angles of one triangle are corresponding angles are equal, then the third automatically equal. Suppose this equal to x, this y, then this x, this y. What is the third angle? 180 minus x plus y. Here also 180 minus x plus y. So two angles at one side, any side. Two angles, one side and two angles on it. Any side and two angles on it of one are equal to the corresponding parts of the other. Corresponding parts of the other, not any other. Corresponding parts. Then the condition. So, what are the two minimum requirements criteria for the congruence of two triangles? SAS congruence rule and ASA congruence rule. Now, to this, read textbook pages 1092 118. Do examples 1 to 3 and exercise 7.1. Thank you.